Hello, and welcome back to another episode, wonderful episode of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now, I know I haven't posted too terribly much recently on here, but we really haven't had much going on since the Woody and Buzz update. So, to tie everybody over until the new update that comes out in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to show you around my village. So far, we have Frosty Heights, Forest of Valor, Dazzling Beach, the Plaza, the Meadow, and Sunlit Plateau. So let me show you around and show you what all I've been doing for these last couple of weeks. Come with me, my friends. So I designed the Plaza basically like a town square in some aspects. We have the whale, which is the main viewpoint as soon as you come in, and as you go to our left, we have our little town market area where you can come over to Scrooge's shop and buy any kind of knick-knack clothing items you want, or you can come over here to our DJ hangout area and party all day or all night long. And if you get a little tired of shopping and just partying, you can always go to Chef Remy's over here and pick up a delicious dessert. And if you ain't feeling dessert, you can always go into Chef Remy's and request a special meal cooked by either me or Remy. I have all the meals unlocked and available, so whatever you feel like, be my guest. Help yourself. I got you covered. But after we leave Chef Remy's, of course, we have to take a nice jaunty little walk past our beautiful water tower and our beautiful fountain of Mickey from Fantasia. And hello, Mother Gothel. And of course, I have it all vibrant and beautiful with the pumpkin Harvest Festival stuff we had from the Halloween update. And yet again, just our beautiful water tower. I'm really proud of that, to be honest. That took I think 100, maybe 200 pieces of iron. It was ridiculous. It really was ridiculous. Then, of course, I have my workbench, which I have one in every biome. It's just very convenient. But once we leave the crafting station and all that, we can move over here to this little hangout section on this side of the plaza, where basically I have my beautiful clock tower and the Beauty and the Beast heads maze over here. We also have this fantastic looking fountain that I personally do like this one. Compared to the other one, I really like this one. I just wish there was actual water coming out of it. And over here, heading down towards the meadow, heading also towards the glades, we had this beautiful little walkway with this cute little reading section that I absolutely love. One of the other things I really love is this little section right here before you walk into the meadow. And it's this little Mickey outfit with the beautiful blue light and the friendship statue that we got for, Moana? But yeah, I really like this section. I think it's really, really cute, simple, and it's a great little entryway when you walk in. It's one of the first things you see. But yeah, I kept the plaza pretty basic, very warm and welcoming, very inviting. I just wanted people to come in and just see how elegant and beautiful this island can be, but also very cozy and relaxing as well. But let's continue on to our next biome and see what other shenanigans we can get into. There really isn't much to the meadow, but what is here really speaks volumes. So we have our little princess section right here, basically where the princesses can all get together, listen to music, eat some delicious desserts, and then of course look at this beautiful fountain and our friendship orb. And then over here we have more of a rustic feel. We have a little outhouse, in case you're fishing, just need to go to the bathroom. There you go. We have a little area where you can park your vehicles. Doesn't really matter what kind of vehicle you got, whether it be spacecraft, futuristic, or old school. We got you covered. Then we have, of course, our marketplace, and then another little hangout cooking section, just in case I need a little extra food, a little boost. And then we have our section for the whale. And then, of course, we have Goofy's house right here by the biggest pond we could find, because Goofy just absolutely loves fishing. And once we leave Goofy House, right over here behind the Princess Hangout section, we have Mickey and Minnie's little house. I really wanted to put them together because, of course, they're the cutest couple of the whole game. And they love gardening and everything. So for sure, I had to put them together with a beautiful little garden and the beautiful front yard that they share together. I really love the coziness of the meadow. I think it really just sets a nice warm tone to this section. We only have Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, the OG crowd hanging out in the meadow. So I think it really adds a little specialness to it. But let's carry on to the next biome. So Dazzling Beach was really fun to work on. I have to say this has to be one of my favorite sections right here, which is the Eric and Ariel's little section where they can hang out and be a cute little couple, little kissy faces and shit. We have a beautiful palm tree, a little like breakfast area, the statue dedicated to Eric. And then over here we got Donald's little hangout area. I feel like Donald's port right here looks fucking fantastic. It's almost like a beautiful little vacation spot. And across this bridge right here, not only do we have our loving workbench, but we have Maui and Moana's place. And the way I did their place, because they love the ocean and the beachy sceneries and shit, I basically made it to where it was more sand than anything else. There's a couple of little pathways here and there, but as you notice, I use a lot of rocks and just a lot of like basic lines from like the whale to the market area. And then right here we have our statue of the Maui. We gotta offer him some delicious ass food. Then over here past all the homes, we have this beautiful romantic hangout area where you and your date can sit here and watch the sunset while y'all eat on the beach. We have this cool little hangout area where you can see the friendship orb and whack a piano around, maybe lounge around a little bit. And then right behind it, we have this wonderful little sunbathing area. Nothing too fancy or anything, but we do have some nice shading in it and everything. I made Dazzling Beach very open and inviting, very warm, but also very isolated at the same time. I feel like there's a different sense of aura down here compared to the rest where it's very close-knit and cozy. This is very spread out, but I do like this though. It's very warm. It feels like a fucking beach. I feel like I could just take my shoes off and go running through the sand and not have to worry about anything. But yeah, beach vacation spot, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But let's carry on to another biome and see what other shenanigans we can get into. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Forest of Valor is 100% one of my favorite sections I've ever done. Not only is this my home, but this is just a gorgeous area. So we have, of course, my actual personal, hangout area, workbenches and stuff, my chest and everything. As you can see, I have my favorite villagers, which is Scar, Stitch, Remy, and Wally. Wally's got a beautiful little front yard with his garden that he shares with Remy. And of course, we have the amazing centerpiece of the up balloon, Stitch's beautiful front yard with his beach chair, and let's not forget about the friendship pillar, man. The friendship pillar really ties everything in. Next to the entrance, right where Scar's house is at. But yeah, absolutely 100% love my little home and the little area. Now over here in this section, not only do we have Merlin's house, which is right here. Unfortunately, I don't have anything growing right now, but we had this beautiful marketplace that I work really hard on. We got this little Zen garden, of course my crafting station, the market area for not only Kristoff's stall but for Goofy's stall, the rustic clock that Minnie begged me to fucking make with 100 pieces of hardwood. And then right here is my favorite section of all. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite section right in front of Elsa's house. This little section is gorgeous. I think it's the mixture of the cool colors I use, a lot of the blues, lighter greens, definitely the purples, really makes this area look really nice. And then over here, I have another little hangout area where you can eat some delicious desserts, because you know me, I love my desserts. And of course, you have variety choices, you can sleep wherever you want, hang out wherever you want. But yeah, absolutely 10 out of 10. My favorite area of the whole valley is the Forest of Valor right here. But yeah, it's definitely the combination of the cool colors with a lot of the light blues and the purples and the bright vivid greens and the pale colors. I really like this biome. That's why I picked it to be my housing and my area for all my favorite villagers to hang out in. This is definitely it. I love this spot. 100% one of my favorite spots I worked on. Still wish I could have more room to do a lot more to it, but what I have, I really love. But let's carry on to the next biome. Now, Frosty Heights is another small section I worked on. Right here we have the beautiful fountain, which I still wish had water. We have a little sleigh area where you can park your sleighs, and of course our market area. And then down here, past the cherries, we got this little, sauna area where you can chill. You get in this nice hot tub, relax a little bit. We got a little snow family, and of course our Christmas tree from the Christmas event, the igloo, and then of course Anna's house, because Anna deserves to live in the cold with her sister because they can't be too far apart. And then of course we have our cocoa beans with our cocoa stall, because I mean where else am I supposed to put this shit? Then right over here past Anna's house we have this cute little ice section where we have this beautiful ice throne and bed with the dining area and shit. I think it all looks really nice, really pretty. Frosted Heights is still a very small section, but I think it's very cute and quaint. It's very cozy, and that's something you'll see a lot in the village, is that I'm trying to go for a very cozy feel, very warm feeling, and that's really hard to do when there's nothing but a bunch of ice. But I think I tied this in very well, especially a lot of the blues and the purples, because I do love my cool colors and everything. So I think overall this is a very nice section, very simple. But let's carry on to the next biome and see what's over there. Now the Sunlit Plateau was one of the last sections I did. I did it during the Christmas stream last year. I have to say, second favorite place I have ever created in this entire village. Where do I start at? First we have our beautiful golden path. I feel like the gold road really matched very well with the color scheme going on in this biome. Then over here, of course, we have our row of cocoa beans heading towards Buzz's place. And then we have my favorite little hangout section with all the toy stores and the arcades and just a fun, children's section. This feels very childlike with the toys and, of course, with Woody's house being the carousel. Granted, though, all ages can enjoy this section, but it really does let the inner child out. And then of course we have another little small resting area next to my crafting bench, which I love this crafting bench, by the way. This one has to be one of my favorite crafting benches I've done throughout the entire valley. I don't know what it is about this one. I think it's the waterfall that really ties in everything, or the iron fence, one of the two. And then over here we have Buzz's little home. It has a little, Buzz group we had going on and one of his missions. But over here behind the children's playground, I have this cute little resting section that I just absolutely love, right next to the little gardening area. And also over here I have the well and the Goofy's market stall, and of course the friendship pillar that ties in every biome together. But overall, I have to say this is my second favorite area of the whole village. Like I said, it's very warm. These colors do not lie. It's extremely warm, very cozy, and very fun. Let your inner child out and have fun. Especially with Woody and Buzz being over here and with all the toys at the playground, you can definitely have a good time over here. And that's it for the tour, guys. I hope everybody who has watched is watching will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic and a wonderful night. And I hope y'all enjoyed the tour and everything I've shown off. I know it ain't the most craziest shit y'all probably seen, but I do take pride and delight in my work, and I'm very proud of the biomes I have done. And I cannot wait to continue on and finish up the other two biomes, so then I can show y'all a complete island tour. And maybe, hopefully, with the new updates coming in and everything, we can maybe add some more houses and stuff to really spread out around the valley. But that's a story for another day, so until then, my friends, y'all take care.